Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So before we do get started, I really want to thank you guys for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. That's really awesome. I don't probably even know 10 people right now since COVID, just because I don't go out anymore. But today, basically what we're going to do is just some maintenance on my tank and just kind of show you guys what I go through every single week. Now, I actually haven't touched the tank in about a week, just because, you know, when you get busy with work, the holidays are coming in, it's a little crazy, so I have neglected the tank a little bit, but today we're going to go ahead and do a few things and try to get it back up to that standard that I really like. Alright, so like I said, basically in the last week, I haven't really been able to touch the tank at all, so there are a few things here and there that I've noticed that we just want to go ahead and clean up today. First of all, as you can see, I do have a little bit of diatoms on my sand bed. To be honest, this isn't really a bad thing. It's just pretty normal. I mean, no sand bed is white all the time. Right now I am pretty high on nutrients just because I do still feed, you know, all the little fish in my tank. So they do get fed pretty heavily. So, you know, that makes sense why that's there. So it's not really a big issue. But we're gonna go ahead and just kind of, you know, stir up the sand bed a little just to clean it up. And while we're sticking our hand in the tank, we'll just go ahead and clean up some old little frag plugs here and there of things that might have died off. I did have one little acro right here that fell off from the top, so we'll go ahead and move that guy back up. And then one thing that did happen just a few days ago, I lost this snail right here, this turbo. It just stopped moving after a while, and as you can see right there, that's what's left of its foot that the Nasaria snails ate. But we'll go ahead, actually we probably won't remove that. We'll probably just leave that there and let the guys just kind of finish him off. Now, one other thing we're gonna do is go ahead and kind of fix this Space Invader in the back right here. As you can see, it's kind of tilted. I'm not actually sure why that happens so often. I don't think any of the wrasses sleep there, but every once in a while it'll just start tilting. So obviously something's kind of moving it. I'm not exactly sure what, but we'll go ahead and straighten that guy back out. And then lastly, in the last few days, what I've noticed is this PC Rainbow in the back and my red Ferrari Dragon right there, they're actually getting really close to touching, which is a little bit annoying. As you can see right there, they're literally about 1/8 of an inch from touching each other. So we're gonna go ahead and snip that off, just because I'm not exactly sure if they'll fight or get along, but I don't really want to take that risk right now at this time. So we're just gonna go ahead and probably snip off that little red dragon piece right there and just get it on frag plug so we can, you know, at some point sell it again. But we're gonna go ahead and just kind of get started real quick, and let's get to it. Now here's a little better view of the Space Invader. Since putting it in the back, it's gotten pretty freaking huge, especially on this top side right here. It's grown out like a good probably 2-3 inches, so it might be time to actually cut him soon, but we're not going to do that today. We're actually just going to move him back. It's a little hard to see, but he is definitely tilted at an angle. So what we're going to do is just take this little rod right here, because I don't have tweezers that are long enough, and just go ahead and straighten them back out. Then we'll just see if we can push some sand underneath it just to give it some support. That way hopefully it won't fall over again, and yeah, it looks pretty good for right now. Alright, and then lastly, we have this little conundrum right here. You can kind of see, so this red Ferrari right here is basically just shy of touching the PC rainbow here. It's nice to see that it is growing though. We are kind of getting to that point, you know, in that 3-4 month mark where you just start to see all the coral just, you know, encrusting more, exploding in growth. So it's nice to see that, you know, at least the tank is balancing out. But since, you know, these came from the old tank, they are going to be a lot bigger than the other little frags I have, so they were bound to grow into each other. But yeah, it's good to see. I do, like I said, want to go ahead and cut this just to make sure we don't have any problems as far as the corals killing each other. But both of them have good color and it looks real nice. So we're just gonna grab our handy dandy little bone cutters, and I think I am just gonna cut it at the rear here of the red Ferrari. That way I don't see where the cut went, and it should be fine. Oop. There we go. Let's see how good of a cut that was. Let me get the tweezers. Actually, my fingers are a little too fat there. There we go. Yes, that's a good chunk little frag right there. We'll go ahead and put that on a plug in a little bit, and we'll just let it grow out, and at some point we'll probably just sell it to somebody. Now that I look at it again, we do also have this little piece at the back right here that also is probably going to kind of get in the way. So I think we're actually going to cut that also. Oh, perfect. And I actually was able to catch that on the tweezer. How good is that? And look at that cute little guy. If I can, there you go. Perfect. So we'll put that there for right now. And I basically got the two little pieces. Now it's a lot cleaner. There's a good inch distance between the nearest branches. Now obviously you can see right there that the bases are probably going to touch fairly soon, but we'll let them just kind of fight that over and see if they'll actually fight each other or not. I haven't actually had any issues, but I'm not sure as of yet. Alright, now here we are inside the sump. What we're going to go ahead and do is change out the filter floss. So my LFS actually sells these in like a $5 bag. It's just one big sheet, and I cut them into strips, usually about 1 foot by about 4 to 5 inches. And then what I go ahead and do is just kind of roll it up and then put it in there, so at least it kind of has like a light seal around the inside of the cups. And then yeah, that's kind of what I use just to grab all the detritus and everything, like filter, you know, like other people use filter floss as well. And then usually the one bag for me, like this one bag will last me about 1.5 months to 2 months, just depending on, you know, whenever I actually change them out, which is usually about once a week. Now we'll go ahead and just kind of grab, I just kind of throw some frag plugs here during the week. I don't know why, but usually just some frag plugs or whatever just end up here. But we'll go ahead and take these caps off right here. There's a nice little stonatella right there. That's always a good sign of a thriving reef. One right there. Look how nice and dirty that is. Luckily I don't have too many bristle worms in this tank because I tried to clear it out from the old tank to this one, so you know, luckily it hasn't been an issue, and I don't feed all too heavy where they could really sustain a good population. But yeah, that's a pretty good amount for about a week. Actually, I think it's been about 2 weeks. This one's pretty light as well. Looks like that first one was just really dirty. Oh no, this one's pretty dirty. Yeah, look at all that fish poo. And we'll go ahead and fill them with new socks. Alright, but I have the socks all, so I keep saying socks and I don't know why. I have all the floss changed out now, so the flow is nice and good, and that'll clean out the little haziness that I have from cleaning out the sand. Haven't gone to this side yet, but I'll do it in a little bit. But that's pretty good for now. The only other thing I'd probably do at this moment is just clean out this skimmer. As you can see, it's almost full. I won't show you that because that is disgusting, and no person should ever have to see that or smell that, but we do. But like I said, I'm not going to go ahead and show you that, but that's pretty much all I do in a weekly basis for this tank. Change out the filter floss, move some pieces here and there, and of course clean the glass, but I haven't bothered showing that just because it's impossible to see it. And also, recently I haven't had too much of an algae problem, so I haven't really had the need to. But that'll be pretty much it for today. It's going to be a little bit of a short episode, but I just wanted to put something out to say thank you guys for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. That is super awesome. And I do plan on having some real fun stuff in the future. So if you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.